Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Xenonauts 2. We have our first crashed UFO for this next mission. Looks like it's in a jungle tropical biome. We need to take the scout out. We're going to need to put a team together for that mission. The good news is there's no timer on this one. We can take our time. We can get this completed now. Obviously, I'm not going to take ages on this mission. That's not how I play, but we're not going to be pushed by a timer to make bad decisions. One of the things I want to do as soon as we start playing just now is I'm actually going to reduce tension. Because this has a cumulative reduction in the daily increase of Doomsday, it's better to do this as soon as possible rather than sit on the points, which was pointed out to me in the comments. So we are just going to commence this operation and drop this down to 50%. Something else we need to be aware of is that Gaius Baltar is finally about to work out how to cut up an alien. So we're about to be spammed with a whole ton of autopsies. We'll save those for after the mission, so don't worry if you missed them just now. I'm going to skip through them and then I'll read them out after the mission. I want to get into the mission as soon as possible. Speaking of jumping into the mission, I've had a few people ask me how I put my teams together. So I'm going to actually record me building the team for this mission, which is what I normally skip. If you don't want to watch this, I'll put a chapter in the video. So on YouTube, you can just skip ahead to us deploying for the mission and not see me do the setup. But if you are interested, this is how I do it. So the mission we're going into is a tropical biome, tactical mission where we're dealing with a crashed UFO. So we're going to need a team that can navigate the tropical environment, and we're going to need a team that can actually breach the UFO when we get to it. That means we're basically going to need to build a what I think of as an assault team and a support team. So the assault team is generally, for me in my head, 2 shields, 2 shotguns with lots of grenades, and then the support team will be a sniper, 2 riflemen, and a support weapon of some kind. Now, because we're in tropics, there's generally a lot of line of sight blockers in these maps. Also high trees that make it quite hard to throw and shoot grenades. But it also means there's not very good sight lines, which for long range combat. That being said, being able to deploy an MG to face into the doorway of the UFO is usually very valuable, because you can open the door and just do a full spray into the UFO, and that will suppress all the aliens inside, and you can just throw grenades in and basically gas them out. So that's my plan. So the first thing I always do is I find my sniper for the mission, and something really interesting is happening. There we go. Fat Newbie 2 is currently the person we're using as a sniper at 70 accuracy. But Tachyon is leveling up their accuracy very quickly. And in fact, if you check Tachyon's stats, they're better than Fat Newbie 2 in everything except bravery, which a sniper doesn't really need. So there's a good chance that Tachyon is definitely our number 2 sniper, potentially replacing Fat Newbie 2 down the road, depending on how things play out. So that's something to be aware of. But for now, we're going to bring Fat Newbie 2 along as a sniper. And I generally update these loadouts as we go, although this one I haven't, because he's still trying to bring along a demo charge. I'm actually going to get rid of his pistol, and I'm going to give him a medkit as a backup weapon, and I'm going to give him a flashbang, so he's got a smoke grenade and a flashbang in case he gets bothered. We're going to keep him in tactical armor for this mission as well. The next thing I want are my 2 assaults. They're a very important role. They need to have high TU and decent strength. So we're going to sort our soldiers by time units and have a look at who we have. Now we have 4 new privates available to us for this mission. We've got Juju Jarlo, Lex Real, Daedra 1175, and Chris Big Daddy. I might not take all of them on this mission, but they will potentially be useful. Now, Juju Jarlo and Lex Real unfortunately have high TU, decent strength, and low accuracy, which to me makes them a perfect shield soldiers for now. So we're going to bring SPK, who has decent accuracy and decent TU and decent strength, along as our first assault. And before I forget, we're going to give them Warden armor and make sure it's the heavy version. And then we're going to pick our second shotgunner. So again, sort by TU. We're going to skip Juju Jaryo and Lex Real. Our next best is Sorbakal. Sorbakal has been our grenadier up till now, but they've got decent TU, decent strength. We're bringing them along as an assault for this mission. So put them in Warden armor, switch to the assault loadout. And you can see that I've got the assault loadout pretty much saved, ready to go with everything I want. Why did they not? Oh, it took them out of the Warden armor. Let's just update so this now will update the assault loadout to always equip Warden armor by default. Next, we're going to go for probably the hardest soldier to fit out, which is our machine gunner. So I want someone who has decent accuracy and decent strength and decent reflexes and decent TU, which is pretty hard to find. If we sort by accuracy, TREM is pretty good on all of those apart from strength. Chris Big Daddy as a rookie is alright, but has very low TU, as does Daedra. Marvin Ninny has decent TU, decent accuracy, decent strength, decent reflexes. Nothing amazing in any of these stats, but I think that marks them to me for now. Looking at the other option, only other option is Tweda with 48 strength. I think T-Rem is actually the better choice because of the high accuracy. So we're going to take T-Rem. T-Rem is going to be our heavy for this mission. They are not going to take a debt charge. They are going to grab a smoke grenade, and that's probably everything they can carry. I am going to put them in heavy armor though, which will slightly reduce what they carry. I don't think they need the aim module, to be completely honest. So they've got 2 reloads of ammo. They've got a pistol. They've got a gas, and that's pretty much all they can carry. I could actually dump the pistol ammo for another box of machine gun ammo. That does put them at TU penalty. I don't think I'm going to need it, to be honest. Can I fit a grenade in there? 4? I don't think I can. A flashbang would be nice. Okay, I'll take the 2 TU penalty for a flashbang. So that's T-Rem fitted out. Now I need 2 riflemen, so I want the highest accuracy soldiers I have left over. Chris Big Daddy and Daedra are going to, I think, be our... Oh no, we'll take Marvin Innie. Choose a little bit more rounded out, although it has bad accuracy, honestly. I think I'm going to keep them as a shield. We'll take Chris Big Daddy in Warden armor, heavy Warden armor. We'll fix that in a second as a rifleman. And we'll also take accuracy Daedra as a rifleman as well. Again, in Warden armor, heavy, because this is a mission we're going to be moving around a lot. Then for shields, we're going to go with Juju Jarlo, who has high strength, in Warden armor. And we've got 1 more slot available, and that's going to be our... that's probably going to be Marvin Innie, who is already a shield soldier, like this. Okay, now Marvin Innie, we're just going to get rid of the stuff they're carrying at the moment. We do not want that on them. We don't want the pistol reload. Okay. Let's just have a quick look at what everyone is carrying now. So, Juju Jarlo and Marvin Innie are our tip of the spear. They are the ones that are going to get shot at the most. They can't carry a lot because these shields weigh a ton, but I would really like them to have a smoke grenade each. That's going to put Marvin Innie over, so I'm not going to take a smoke grenade on him. Juju Jarlo's got 1, so their job is just to act as mobile cover, and then when we get to the end of the mission, I want them to if they need to be able to go back to the Sky Ranger and pick up a shotgun, which is why I'm giving them a shotgun now after I've worked out that they're at max carry penalty. Now SBK and Sorbacol are going to be our breachers, and they have a really important job. 1, I'm still going to send them with stun batons because I want them to try and capture some aliens, but 2, I want to bring along a demo charge, a C4 charge, because what I'm thinking about doing is blowing the door of the UFO rather than just opening it to stop it closing and the enemy's getting to relocate behind the closed door and then opening it and ambushing us. Now this weighs 15, whereas a grenade weighs 6. So it's basically the equivalent of 3 grenades. So if I want to take this, I want to have to strip 3 grenades off one of my team members. Now, you are currently at a penalty carrying what you've got. Sorbacol is a little bit stronger, so I'm going to take 3 of these off Sorbacol and equip a debt charge, and I actually think we're going to have enough for another smoke grenade. Yeah, we'll do that. So we've got the smoke grenade and we've got the debt charge. I could leave the debt charge back on the Sky Ranger, and that's probably the sensible way to do it, but that's kind of boring, where I have to like get into position, then run all the way back to the Sky Ranger, pick the debt charge up, then run all the way back to the UFO, so we're just going to carry it around us for the mission, just for ease of carrying it. Sorbacol is a little bit overweight. These are not matching, which makes me annoyed. It needs to be like this. We're going to get rid of the grenade, so there's 86. Then we've got Tweda. We've already sorted Tweda out. We've got our 2 riflemen. Riflemen are massively overweight right now. Actually, not too bad for Chris Big Daddy. Let's get rid of the demo charge. No, I want to keep the demo charge. Let's get rid of the grenade. Having no way to get rid of cover on this mission will be quite bad. So we've got Chris Big Daddy and Daedra both with demo charges. The 2 shields, I would love the shields to carry demo charges. They just don't have the TU for it. Our assaults, we could give a demo charge to SBK actually. I know I'm not taking grenades. I'm trying not to blow enemies up too much in this mission. If I can, I want to capture them. Everyone's only got minor TU penalties. We've got everybody who can take Warden armor in Warden armor. That's as good as it's going to get, really. Everyone's fitted out. Let's deploy for the mission. What I'm noticing is it is currently nighttime. So we may as well, we've got, how much time do we have? We've got 1 day, 7 hours until this mission pops. So I think I'm just going to wait until daytime before we launch the mission, which means xenobiology is about to pop. I will read all of this after the mission. What this opens up, though, is new research projects. So we now have the Mantid Observation, which in 3 days will grant us a 10% damage bonus against Mantids. I've got a feeling we're about to fight Mantids, which means this would be great if we'd already completed it. But I want to start that research. Then in engineering, we now have the ability to build a stun gun, which I don't really like that much. It's just a ranged way of knocking people out. And we can actually do corpse analysis. So we do a Mantid corpse analysis or a Secton corpse analysis. We need 16 corpses for that. It'll give us a 10% damage bonus against those units. So I'm not too worried about those right now, but that's something to bear in mind for the future. And that's just telling me I can do that. Let's just keep time ticking forward until it's daytime. We may get another suit of armor doing it this way as well. Okay, we're going to launch the team now. We did actually get, I think, no, that's a piece of wooden armor from last night. We've already equipped that piece of armor. Let's launch the combat team. We've already set them up. They're coming in for a day mission. Yep, and I will see you on the front line. Let's go. Okay, for once we have a very simple mission briefing. Just kill all the aliens. There's no time limit. There's no need to extract. We just go in, we kill everything, we win the mission. Okay, our soldiers are approaching the UFO crash site. I implore you to consider the scientific value of the wreckage while eliminating the surviving extraterrestrials. My work is difficult enough without your men carelessly destroying inviolable alien technology. Alright, guys, no problem. So we're starting in a awkward-ish position. The good news is the front of the Sky Ranger is actually covered. So we don't need to worry about being shot at from out of the fog of war from someone in front of us because of this wall of foliage. We have a really open angle on this side. We have a really open angle on this side. This lake thing means the aliens can shoot across it. In terms of the edge of the map is here and here. It's quite a thin map. Okay, first thing we do is we make sure there aren't any aliens behind us. Okay, we've got a dude here with an AK. Hopefully he can help us out. Okay, we spotted an alien all the way over there. That is a Mantid with a pistol. He's in a great position to just really cause us a lot of problems. Because he can sit back there, and these guys are super accurate and just plink away at us. The good news is we can't get flanked from this side. There could be aliens here, but they can't get around behind us. Same on this side of the Sky Ranger. We've actually got quite a good deployment. I'm going to bring Daedra up to this position here and just face this way. So we've got all of this angle here. They cannot get around here. And I don't think they can shoot. They could potentially shoot over here. So I'm actually going to get Daedra to face, like, this, just in case someone comes from back here until we've cleared it. And we'll get other people to cover Daedra in this direction. Before I forget, we're going to drop our shotguns. Okay. And then we're going to break our shields out of the Sky Ranger. This has been clear so far, so getting a shield to here would be really good for me. Okay, we found a Mantid. I also moved the wrong shield, so I actually want you to waste a TU and step back this way, because it's this shield I want to bring to here. So we've got a Mantid back here. This guy is a Mantid warrior. He has a rifle, not a pistol. That rifle is super accurate. It does a lot of damage, and they are very good shots with them. So we're in a long-range battle with this guy. We now need to set up... I want to set up a sniping position to take on this guy. This bush is going to be a problem. But if I put you here... Okay. As I was concerned, there is a guy back here as well. You have a almost straight line of sight. If I was to crouch you and put Fat Newbie 2 here... Fat Newbie 2 has a 65 on him and no chance on him. I'm going to take that 65% chance to hit this guy. Okay, we hit the bush. That's fine. We've got another shot next turn. We now need to put this guy under control. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to put SPK in cover here. I'm going to throw a smoke grenade into this area here, meaning he cannot shoot us because he's got a rifle. He'll have to come around this way to get a shot, and he'll be shooting through cover. I've got enough to throw a grenade, and I've got a smoke grenade, so let's move SPK to here, and let's throw a smoke grenade right here. So he's just completely unable to get to us without shooting or running through smoke. Then I would like to flashbang him if I can. Chris Big Daddy doesn't have a flashbang though, but Chris Big Daddy can move to here, and then next turn we'll be in position to step out and make some things happen. We do also have T-Ram. I'm going to put T-Ram here. Again, protected by the smoke. This guy is a problem. I don't really have much I can do with him right now. What I am also going to do is I'm going to bring Sorbical up to this position here where they're protected by the foliage. Okay, everybody has deployed. We obviously haven't controlled all of the aliens, but they're at long range. This is the most concerning part of things right now, but I don't think anyone has any grenades available to them. You don't. You don't. You don't. You do, but there's nothing I want you to grenade right now. My biggest fear is an alien coming around here and shooting Daedra. But I want Daedra to have cover from this guy, which is why she's on this angle here. We'll just have to see how that plays out. We'll just have to see how all of this plays out for the turn. It's a little bit hanging out in the wind, if I'm being completely honest. But the cover is just... Okay. No Overwatch. Oh, no. Okay. That's fine. What about the guy with the AK? I want to see the AK guy kill this warrior. Kill the warrior. Come on. Yes. Alright, this guy's a hero. We need to hire this guy. Okay, he decided to shoot the civilian, and on 55 damage. That's what we're dealing with these rifles. Now he's getting an... Okay, he's moving for a new angle. There's a guy right there. Okay, T-Rem is bleeding out, but we have a rifleman right here, so that's not too big of an issue. T-Rem could suppress the crap. Look at what he fired through. How did he get a hit through all of that? Alright. So first things first, we need to deal with the bleed out. We can take a couple of steps first, though. So we've lost contact over here. This guy here is now a problem for us to deal with, but I have a shotgun here. You could run to here, but you haven't got a shot from there. From here, you also don't have a shot. We could just flash this guy and smoke him again, or just flash him and kind of ignore him. We can't flash him and ignore him because we'll get his TU back. He'll have half of a bar of actions on his next turn. This guy here is a really big problem. You don't have a grenade. You don't. I think we're going to have to bring Sorbical over this way to deal with this guy. So I think I just smoke this area. We could also suppress him with T-Ram. We could just fire off a 10-round burst at him. It won't hit, but what it will do is it will suppress the crap out of him. I think we move T-Ram here, and we do that. Yeah, but we need to be careful we don't suppress SPK by doing that. So I'm going to move SPK to here first, and then we're going to move T-Ram here, and we're going to fire a 10-round burst at this guy. We actually hit him and suppressed him. Then I'm going to move Chris Big Daddy to here, and Chris Big Daddy is going to heal T-Ram's bleed. Okay. Now we have to deal with this guy here. I'm going to flashbang him. 72. Yes. Because it'll get him no matter what. Okay, he is now suppressed. With Sorbical, what do I have left available to me? You've got nothing, you've got nothing, you've got nothing. You have nothing, you have nothing. I'm gonna run. So if I put Fat Newbie here, I think he has a shot on Fat Newbie. I'm gonna bring. Dealing with this guy's going to be very difficult. Yes, he is suppressed, and yes, there is smoke, but I can't actually get to him to shoot at him. And I don't know. I'm glad this person made it back to the Sky Ranger. Let's clear this corner. I'm certain there's nobody here. Okay, if there's an alien hiding there, then the game can just deal with that. I'm gonna bring Jujaro open to here and look forward. Okay, we got another line of sight blocker, so the UFO is probably back here. These two are basically gonna hold this line, I think. I don't want to move them too much further forward. Let's put you. Ugh, cover's terrible. I'm gonna leave you here for now, but I'm just gonna turn you this way. Sorbical, I want you to come to here. Which means this guy will have line of sight on you, but it's through smoke, and I want you to grenade this guy. Do you have a grenade for me? No, you do not, because the foliage is in the way. If I move you to here, you don't have enough TU for a grenade. And if I put you here, you can't angle it over. It hits that tree. What you could do for me, though, is a smoke. You could smoke to here, which doesn't really fix the problem. That fixes the problem better. Let's smoke to here. Okay, he is now shooting through smoke. Actually, he's not really to get to these guys, but he is suppressed. I'm going to move Marvinini to here. And I want to move Fat Newbie to here. And I'm going to... I really don't want to use up all my smoke grenades, but I've still got a few left over. I've got a smoke grenade there. I've got a smoke grenade there. I've got a smoke... I can afford to use this smoke. I want to make sure that this guy is not shooting at us. Or potentially going unconscious from smoke inhalation. So he is now in smoke. I don't like this. This is really concerning me. So I've taken so long on this turn, but we have to end the turn now and just see what he does. He is suppressed. He is shooting through smoke. Okay, someone just reaction fired at him. So we know there's somebody up here. And they shot him as well. And they missed with their second shot. And he hit, but I don't think killed. This guy's come back. He's got tons of smoke to deal with. He's found an angle. Of course he found the angle. And he hit... Did he hit two? I don't think he did. I think he hit the stone. And he just went unconscious. Okay, that worked. Mounted pilot has fallen unconscious. Okay, so now we have to deal with this guy. Is anyone bleeding out over here? You took some damage. Nobody's bleeding out. Okay, so we need to deal with this guy. We need to deal with this guy. SPK can get to here. Shoot him in the back with a 74 times 3. Okay, he is down. Now we need to deal with this guy. Chris Big Daddy from here has a 72% chance to hit. Okay, hit with a second shot. Not great. 3-round burst. With a crouch. It's not very high. I think we just go whole hog. Screw it. We're not going to move you this turn. Give him everything you've got. Okay, we suppressed him. We didn't kill him. That's fine. Suppressed is better than active. There is a shot from here, but you're not going to be able to make it with your sniper rifle. In fact, you are going to... No, you're not going to be able to make it with the sniper rifle. You don't have enough TU to turn around. We do have a shot potential with Marvin-Inny. Marvin-Inny can run to here and get you with a 54, but then Marvin-Inny is out in the middle of the open. Actually, they've got smoke in front of them. It's not horrendous. Assassinated, and now we have more vision on the rest of the map. Okay, let's bring Fat Newbie. I want to make sure Fat Newbie doesn't get knocked out, but this is actually a good position to develop. We'll just crouch here. So when as the smoke clears, Fat Newbie will have more and more line of sight. I'm going to bring Sorbical back around with this team. Let's bring Jujujaro up to here. We need to identify where this alien is. I'm guessing he's hiding here. So I'm just going to set up a firing line here. Oh, you don't actually have the TU. That's a better position for you. Can't see him, so just crouch here. That's fine. And then I'm going to bring Sorbical up to here. Keep them out of the line of sight for now. And that'll do for this side. There's that. Oh, he did actually kill it. This guy's got 2 kills with an AK. He killed him with 1 shot, which is wild. Absolutely wild. Okay, what a gangster. That's everything we can do this turn. We're making decent progress. We haven't taken too many casualties so far. We're starting to move in on the... Did he have a grenade? Careful, careful, Rambo. Where are you going? Did you just kill... What made that noise? And that's where we are being careful. Okay, maybe the UFO is here. Alright, that was an interesting turn. I need to check if this guy was carrying a grenade. No, he's carrying ammo. So, I don't think I can pick this up and use it, I'm pretty sure. It would be cool if I could. Could I pick this... Can I pick this up and use it? I know they break after the mission. Let me just try. I don't think I can. No, I can't. One more try just to be certain. No, I can't pick up alien weapons. Okay, I wanted to just make sure. Okay, there's a dude there in the open. Unfortunately, Fat Newbie doesn't have a shot. Let's get Marvin-Inny into cover. That's fine. You can take your Overwatch shot on a shield at long range. I found the UFO. The UFO is here. I want to get Fat Newbie into cover here. This guy can't see Fat Newbie because of this foliage. And we'll crouch Fat Newbie. Fat Newbie now has line of sight almost on the door of the UFO. We're going to get our machine gun and our sniper to be looking at this doorway. And then we want this team to sweep around to make sure there's no other aliens available before we breach. Okay, we need to bring this team up. Let's get Chris Big Daddy. Can't make it to here. I don't want... this position is fine. He's going to take a little bit of smoke on the way in. T-Ram is going to just run to here. And you can do a big run for me, but not all the way. Just to here. Okay, team's moving up. A little bit awkward about this guy being live, honestly. He could cause me a little bit of a problem, but I think we're okay. I think he's far enough that it's not an issue. I do need to clear here, but this guy's kind of doing the job for me. Let's bring... cover's not great. I want to bring... That's not quite far enough. That's probably too far. Let's bring Jujujaro to here. And then I'm going to put Daedra behind them. And I'm going to bring Sorbical up behind them. So we've got the shield cover from the front. We've got the foliage cover from the side. You need to face this way, though, just in case someone comes from this way. This guy will take fire for us on this angle. He's done more work than most of our soldiers this mission. Don't mess with this guy. This is his jungle. I was expecting another shot, but I didn't hear it. Okay, there goes the cover, but we're fine. That was a door inside the UFO opening, and that was a door inside the UFO closing. Okay, this guy is currently active. We want to take him out. SPK obviously doesn't have a shot. What we could do is I could get Marvinini to run to here and crouch, and then just take some pot shots. That scanner. Oh my god. And then I could put Fat Newbie here, and I would have an 87% chance to hit. Oh, there's still a chance to hit? Hang on. I thought he was crouching. Okay, in that case, I want to move him to here. I'm just going to flashbang this guy. I don't want to accidentally sniper rifle my own shield guy in the back. Can you not? Can you not? Okay, we're going to have to move you to here, and then flashbang. Yeah. 60% isn't great, but we're going to do it. Okay, he's flashed. That's great for us. I'm going to crouch you so that you're hiding behind the shield as well. Alright, so he's under control. Before I put any more of my resources into dealing with this issue, I need to clear around here. So we need to bring Jujujara to here. What did you kill? What the hell? I've never seen this before. I have never seen this before. This must have been added to the game since I last played. A symbiote corpse. I have never seen a symbiote before. Cool. So now there's little creepy crawly things that will get inside your soldiers' brains potentially and take them over. Well, thank goodness this guy has been dealing with them. Unless he has a symbiote in him. We're just going to bring this team up. We're going to get Sorbical to clear the ruins. I have to make sure the rest of the map is clear before I engage the UFO. It's very important that I don't just go into the UFO before I'm ready. You're not going to get a good shot on this guy. But you might be able to. From here, no. Not from here. I mean, I could obviously get you here, but you got nothing to you. Let's just run the team up. And then the shotgun can go here. Oh, no, that wasn't the shotgun. Crap. I misclicked. That's annoying. I'm going to smoke this guy now because of that mistake. If we've got a good enough throw on SBK. Okay, I'm just going to smoke here. Because leaving T-Rem out in the open like that is just how you lose that soldier. Okay, he's suppressed in the thing. Everyone's moved. Let's end the turn. We still have Rambo. He's just moving forward. He potentially just killed another alien. I think he's got 5 kills if we count the symbiotes. Okay, Amanda just came in and then went back out again. What's going on outside? It's terrible. There's smoke everywhere. There's some guy with an AK just killing everybody. Okay, it's back to our turn now. So I need to work out if we killed that alien. So we're gonna have to step inside. Okay, he did in fact kill another alien. Chances of there being an alien back here are pretty slim, but we have the TU to check, so we will. Okay, I think we're pretty clear to start pushing onto the sky, the UFO from this angle. Let's get Daedra in cover here. And we'll get Sorbical in cover here. This guy has done this team's job. This team was supposed to clear all of this. He just killed them all for us, which I'm not complaining about. Now we need to deal with this guy. He is in smoke, which means we need to get up close and personal with him, really. I don't have a lot of tools to deal with someone in smoke right now. Probably what I could do is suppress him again with T-Ram. So we put T-Ram here, and then we just fire off a 10-round burst past him. Insufficient to you. Okay. But it says 41. Okay, that's 41. Okay, that was what I was hoping would happen. A stray shot would hit him, which it did. Good shooting, T-Ram. Spray and pray, the SMG way, even though it's an MG. Let's bring Marvinini up to here. And crouch. And then I want you in cover here, but not this turn. So this turn you take cover here. The next turn you step out and you get in cover here to cover anyone coming out of that. Crispy Daddy, I eventually want in cover here. For now, I don't like putting you here. Let's put you here. And then we've got Corporal SPK is going to go into cover here where they're very safe. I'm pretty happy with T Predator not being in danger because of all the smoke, but knowing the aliens, they'll stand here and they'll curve a bullet through the gap and kill them. Okay, everyone has moved. Let's get ready for the breach. Rambo's still going to act. He's just going for it. He is going to breach this UFO on his own. Can we hire this man? Because this is the kind of leadership that I want my whole team to have. Okay, let's get everybody in position. So, I want our sniper in position here. Looking straight in. And you can afford to crouch for a bonus. And you can shoot. Now, if I put you in position here, you don't have a penalty to shoot over the shield, which is great. So let's bring you up. And we're going to just creep the shield and the machine gun forward until they're basically like on this line looking in as well. Shotguns, I like to put either side of the door. But first of all, I'm going to put my rifle over here. That's their whole move, unfortunately. There's nowhere else I can really put them unless I creep them forward, which is kind of cowardly. So let's just put you here. Okay, and then the shotgun, for now, shotgun here, where you should have a shot in, and then we need to bring the rest of the team along. So, Daedra to here, that's your whole move. Sorbical to here, and then we obviously still have Juju Jarlo, who needs to be part of this fight as well. So who, yeah, you haven't moved right. So this is a little bit tedious. We're just going to set this up. You can't just run in. Breaching a UFO is dangerous. There will be, we know there's at least one Mantid in here. We also know that Rambo here is going to breach it on his own no matter what. But he's actually setting up, which is good. I was kind of expecting just to open the door. Okay, oh no, there's a Mentark. I had actually blocked Mentarks out. I had actually blocked Mentarks out. I had forgotten about Mentarks until this very moment. I actually have Mentark trauma. So Mentarks have plasma, which is what you just saw. If I move you here, do you have enough to heal yourself? Yes. Okay, move here. Heal thyself. Okay, Mentarks are such a big problem for us. Okay, I want to put the machine gun... if we have a look at the angles here, right? The sniper rifle is on this side of the door. So I want to put the machine gun... So hang on, TU-wise, you need 41 to fire a 10-round burst, or 28 for a 3. Let's just put you here. Face this way, and I put a shield in front of you. Facing this way, which crouches. Okay. I need the rest of the team up before I do this breach, but that Mentark will just start picking us off. I think Daedra has... Who has the demo charge? Is it you? Who has the demo charge? Did I not bring a demo charge? I thought I brought a demo charge. I do. Okay, it is... Who has it? Sorbical has a demo charge. How do I use it again? I just... C4 gets supposed to chance can be placed in any adjacent tile by the soldier carrying it. Once placed, it can be remotely detonated at the cost of 10 time units. C4 very against terrain, so easy from wall or cover objects. Because the C4 is mind triggered, it is especially for breaching doors or walls at the start of a turn. So you have it, Sorbical. I think I just put it on the ground to activate it. So let's get you up around the side of the... I'm gonna put Daedra in cover here. Crouching, and then I'm going to bring you to the side of the UFO with Jujujaro, who is your shield. And then we've got our other shotgun here. I'm going to leave you here for the moment, SPK. So everybody has reactions except for Crispy Daddy, who may get hit by a rogue Mentark blast. I want to capture this Mentark, by the way. It's very important that we capture the Mentark. This guy could ruin our plans. It looks like he's not breaching the door, though. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, I've just realized, in order to use the C4, it needs to be in the soldier's secondary slot. Which, unfortunately, has used up a lot of the TU that Sorbical has available this turn to get that ready. And it's going to cost me 5 TU to deploy it. So if I run her to here, She's only going to have 10 TU left. She's not going to be able to get into cover. So I'm actually just going to move forward slightly this turn. Get everybody in position for her to do it next turn. I'm going to bring SPK over to behind the civilian. And I'm going to move Daedra to here. And I'm going to turn and face this way with Chris Big Daddy. I'm also just going to move Marvin Innie 2 spaces forward, followed by T-Rem and then Crouch, just so we've got a slightly better angle. Alright, very, very short turn, but we're going to blow the door next turn. Okay, he's still not doing anything, which is great. He's just taking better cover, which is fair enough. And the aliens are just not opening this door. And I could just open the door, but what will happen is it will close and I'll have to do this again. So, Sorbical, move to here. Deploy the C4 into this tile. Okay, get behind your shield. The C4 will not damage the shield when it detonates. Is everybody ready? This is the turn. I want to make sure that I can throw a smoke grenade into this thing. That's going to be Daedra's job. I think Daedra, I'm going to move her to here, and she should have a throw in. Let's blow the door. 3, 2, 1, clear. They're right in the back of the room. Okay, the first thing we do is we do a 10-round spray into the back here, just to suppress everybody. Okay, what we don't do is we shoot Jujujaro with a machine gun and kill them. That's really bad. And suppress the crap out of them. But we have suppressed the 2 mantids that are left, but not this guy. Then we're going to throw a smoke in the door as deep as we can. This, if it hits, will fill the whole thing with smoke. Talk about a comedy of errors. Everything that could go wrong right now is going wrong. Now I don't have a shot through with a sniper. You also have a smoke, but it's not going to go far enough. You have a flashbang. If I get you here, you could make sure you flashbang nothing, because you're cut off. You have to step out to flashbang. This could not have gone worse. Because I also have to deal with the fact that you are bleeding out. Can Daedra run to here? No. I need Daedra to get to you next turn to repair you. This is so bad. This is so horrendously bad. This is for next turn. Okay, let's see how the aliens punish us for this. Yeah, I know Marvin Indy hasn't acted this turn. He's a shield. What a just a huge mess up. Whew. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Second shot's gonna kill him. It didn't get a second shot. Okay, we can recover this. We can recover this. First of all, Jujujaro, run to here. You get to here. Stop him from bleeding out. Okay, that's done. Now, there's no one to suppress here. I'm actually going to move you to here. To here. Do you if I move you here, do you still have a shot? I think you do. Move to here. Face this way. Crouch. Then you move to here. I want to spray right to that position there. Let's go. Okay, we didn't suppress anything, apart from the guys that we didn't really care about. You're out of position. I want you to be able to smoke in here at the end of the turn, which you can't really do. You might have a shot on the Mentok from here. You do. I don't want to kill it, but I do want to hurt it. The other option is I flashbang it to make sure it's suppressed. I really want to capture this thing. I don't want to repeat the VIP either, where I do a little like exploratory shooting to damage it, and then it gets killed by a lucky crit. So what we could do here is we could flashbang, and then SPK can move out of line of sight, and then we throw a smoke grenades in. Who still has smoke? You still have smoke. You don't. You do, but we can move you. Okay. We're going to flashbang the Mentok. Can you flash the Mentok from here? Yes. Please flash the Mentok. Do not fluff this throw. You'll have just enough TU to step out of line of sight after you throw this flashbang. Out of line of sight. Now you need to throw a smoke grenade in here. From where you are right now, sorry, you can get a smoke grenade here, a 56% there. I want the smoke grenade basically there, if I can do it. If I move you to here, no. That's the smoke grenade. It's a 53% chance. You'll have just enough TU to step to the side after you throw it. I'm taking so many risks right now. Okay, everybody is in smoke. Get as far this way as you can. Then I'm going to bring Sorbical here to act as Overwatch if anyone steps over to this side of the area. It's not great, but it's what I've got. Then I've got a flashbang next turn. And we've still got Fat Newbie on Overwatch, but he's obviously shooting into smoke. This thing is going to take a while to suffocate. If I just needed to kill these guys, I could just go in there with the shotguns and murder them all. The problem is I want to capture this Mentok. Okay, nothing happened that turn. I don't think they are actually standing in smoke. These two are. Okay, they are all standing in smoke. What I want to do is I want to flashbang in here again. But your angle is actually not good for the flashbang. If I step you to here, you could flashbang to there, which will flashbang the Mentok and that one guy. But not the guy in the back. I'm actually okay with that because we're going to smoke grenade in there again this turn. Actually, before I do that, do you have a shot? No. So if I run Sorbical to here, I can flashbang in here, which will flashbang the Mentok again. It did not flashbang the Mentok. You don't have smoke. You don't have smoke. You don't have smoke. You have smoke. But you can't throw it in from here because your arms are too noodly. You need 28 TU to throw a smoke grenade. So you can throw a smoke grenade from here potentially, and that'll do exactly what I want to happen. Okay, you move to here. You might get shot by plasma. You didn't. You move to from here. Can I do it? 39, 50. Yeah, run to here. You turn this way and crouch, and then you throw the smoke grenade right. There's a 66 there. That's perfect. Doesn't hit the guy in the back, but that's okay. We just need more smoke. Okay, you get into cover here. Face this way. You can't reload your gun this turn, so just crouch. You get back to here and face this way, and then you get to... No, I don't want you to be shot if he takes a shot, so just face this way. Turning off Overwatch on your shotgun so you don't accidentally shoot your teammate. You get back to here and face this way. You're fine, and then you have taken too much damage for me to really want you in this mission, but I am going to bring you back around because I think we're going to have to shield breach this UFO. Let's end the turn. I'm making a meal out of this because I want to capture this Mentok. Okay, he's taking stun damage by moving through the smoke. I think the only smoke grenade I have left is Fat Newbie's. Is that right? No, Fat Newbie hasn't got a smoke grenade. I thought he did. Let's just check. Does anyone have a smoke grenade left? Okay, who's this? Okay, you have a smoke grenade. You have a smoke grenade. I have 2 smoke grenades left and a flashbang. So you have a smoke. You have a smoke. And who has the flashbang? You have a flashbang. So if I flash... I can only flash to here. I need to move over to flash. I know I'm making a meal of this. If you move to here, you could smoke to there, which would cover the whole cabin. Or there, which would cover pretty much the whole cabin. That's perfect. Run to here and just smoke in there. Okay, you step to here, and then you step to here. And then I'm going to get you to move to here, because we're getting ready to do a shield breach of this UFO next, pretty soon. You have a flash on you. You also need to reload. Actually, I think you need to reload as well. You're okay to reload right now. But the smoke in the place, let's just reload you. And then you run to here. Face this way. Actually, I want you to face in. And then you come back to here. And next turn I'm going to reload your gun, but I don't want you in the open when you're reloading. You don't really have a lot to do right now. Why don't you just stack up with everybody else? Okay, we're probably going to start breaching next turn. I'm going to try... I'm hoping these mantids fall unconscious pretty soon. They've been in smoke for a while. You haven't done anything. You have a grenade. I don't want to use that grenade. Let's end the turn. Future breaches will not be this cautious. I just really, really need to knock these guys out. They are still standing. Any smoke grenades left along these guys? I've got a smoke on you. If you step to here, you can just smoke in again. That would be great if that hits there, and if it scatters, it's going to be fine. But that would fill the whole cabin with smoke. Again, we're just getting ready for the push to go over the top, essentially, into this UFO. You reload your MG, please, and let's end the turn. Come on, you have to start going unconscious. You've been in the smoke for so long. You just run. Yeah, you go back. You go over there. That's fine. Please faint. Give me a win with no losses, please. They didn't do anything. He is no longer in smoke. He is. I'm going to give it another turn. He's desperate to take part. He's going for it, in fact. He might go in next turn. Don't kill it. Okay, most of the smoke is now faded. I think I have one smoke grenade left, if I remember correctly. Maybe I don't. Do you have it? No, I don't have any smokes left. I've got one flashbang left. So if I flash this turn, I could go in. We could bring T-Ram. T-Ram needs 28 to throw a flash, which means, from here. Yeah, that's not going to hit anybody. Okay, we're going to bring T-Ram up. And next turn... Oh, shit. Okay, that's fine. I also just swore. Another shot? Okay, no, just enemy spotted. We're going to bring T-Ram up. And next turn we're going to flashbang. And we're going to do the clear. But we're going to hold for one more turn. I'm going to crouch these guys in case we need to shoot over their tops. You're in position to fire. You're in position to fire. We're going to flash and clear next turn. I'm going to bring... No, we're going to hold you there. We're going to turn off your Overwatch. And then... Make sure your shotgun Overwatch is turned on. Alright. This could be dangerous. This guy's gone unconscious. I think. Oh, there's another one there. Okay, that's that cover gone, which I would have liked to have gotten the alloys from it, but the Mentark's more important. Okay, he's got his back to us right now, which is great for T-Ram. So from here, flashbang into here. This guy could be facing us. We don't actually know if he's facing us. That's actually... He could shoot T-Ram. So let's get Marvin Ninny to step to here and turn. Yeah. Oh, he actually turned? What? So, yes, he was indeed facing towards us. There goes one of my close combat fighters. God damn it. That is such a huge blow. Well, there's no point in flashbanging now because the Overwatch shots have been activated. But this guy still hasn't done anything, and his plasma could just kill us. Okay, everyone is now suppressed. Step in for me, Marvin Innie. Crouch, shoot this guy. Shoot him again. Alright, I don't care about these. It's this guy I need to capture. Let's put a rifle here. You only got 26 to you, though. So we'll do a burst fire on this guy. Okay, they all missed. Cool. I'm not tilted. I'm fine. We're going to move you to here. You're going to shoot this guy. Cool. Didn't kill him. And then I want you to... Where's your... Oh, no, I didn't equip. I didn't re-equip. Wait, your turn is not over. I didn't re-equip the stun baton, which takes up a ton of your TU. So I want you to run to here, which won't give you enough TU to shoot him. So you turn this way and just stand there and be shield for me. You run to here, kill this guy. You're going to kill your teammate, cool. Oh my god, I cannot believe... Just grenade this guy. No, because you're going to hurt your teammate, and you don't have enough TU for that anyway. And if you shoot, you're going to hit your teammate anyway. And if I step into here, he's going to murder you with plasma fire. And everyone outside can't contribute right now. You've got a grenade. You've got nothing. What an absolute mess. I cannot believe that happened after I was being so careful. Who did we lose? We lost SBK, who's been an absolute we're gonna lose. Calm down, chill. It's fine. These things happen. It just happens in the heat of battle. Trying to capture a Mentark is really difficult, and that is what we're seeing here, is how difficult it is to capture a Mentark. I think I'm just gonna take the shot. Okay, we hit for 0 damage, which is hilarious. Okay, we've got shields up. This guy's probably going to kill Sorbacol. Let's just see what happens. We will knock this guy out next turn. Marvin, we need to win this fight next turn as well. If this guy comes in here and kills the Mentark, I'm going to cry. Okay, he didn't. That's fine. Took the shot on the shield. Don't hit one. Okay, perfect shot. That's fine. Don't shoot again. Okay, Marvin is bleeding out. All we need to do is knock this guy out now. It's all on you, Sorbacol. Run to here. Hit him with your stun baton. Okay. We got it. But we lost SBK. And I really didn't want there to be a casualty this mission. I was trying so hard for there not to be a casualty this mission. So Sorbacol was KIA. Juju Jaro and Marvinini and Court Crispy Daddy are all out for 20 days. Twilight out for 5. We killed 14 aliens. We saved 2 locals. We got 1 alien symbiote launcher. We captured a Mentark. We got 2 symbiote corpses. We captured 2 mantids. So we captured a lot of stuff, at least. Doom is at 54. Let's wait for the team to get back. I did say I was going to read the stuff that we picked up. So we got ourselves xenobiology. Our universe appears to contain an unimaginable number of different environments in which life might evolve, permitting any potential extraterrestrial beings a dizzying array of weird and wonderful forms. Indeed, some of these could be so profoundly strange that scientists may struggle to recognize them as living creatures at all, thus making the uncanny resemblance between humanity and our alien adversaries deeply suspicious. These similarities are obvious even at the most basic level. Common foes such as sectons are humanoid bipeds with familiar musculoskeletal and organ systems, and the remarkable ability to breathe our atmosphere without assistance, at least for a time. One possible explanation is that life may actually only emerge in a very narrow set of circumstances. If so, every creature in our universe would have arisen on a planet closely resembling our own, thus making them like to evolve into somewhat familiar forms. Yet this seems scientifically improbable, and I have come to suspect something more sinister at play. Exactly what this might be remains unclear. I simply lack sufficient data to meaningfully speculate about the topic. Performing more detailed autopsies on recovered alien corpses may prove to reveal the truth. However, capturing at least some of our enemies alive would certainly assist my work. Riddling extraterrestrials with bullets rather limits their usefulness as research specimens. I have created the stun gun to assist this process. Though less powerful than the stun baton, it does permit your soldiers to incapacitate enemies from beyond melee range. Consider it a subtle hint as to where your priority should lie. Now, I know people are going to say, oh, you should use the stun gun in that mission. I don't like the stun gun. I think it's really... I don't like it. I much prefer the stun baton. That's why we used it. We did get the mantid autopsy. They have compound eyes. They have a bite. They have a small body size, which means a 10% hit chance to shoot at them. And they have a 270-degree vision arc. They also have an accuracy of 60, which... They have 75 timing, which is very high. Mantids are an alien species that appears in Sectoid. I'm not going to read this all out. I'll leave it on the screen, but basically they have chitin. If they actually hit them, they're pretty weak. They may be the pilots. Sectons are just small, and they seem to be heavily genetically engineered and augmented, is the main thing to take away from them. Let's get the team back home and see what next disaster we have to deal with. So we can now do alien power, and we can do the Mentark observation. The Mentark observation will give us a 10% body damage bonus against them, which is very good. We now have... I can't actually see how many corpses we have. Perform listening testing on recovered symbiote corpses. How many corpses? Okay, we just got the symbiote autopsy, which I would like to read. So it's got biter mandibles, a 3-turn lifespan. It is crushable, which means we can run it over, and it's small. The symbiote is a small insectoid alien organism which our aliens usually deploy into combat via a handheld bio-launcher. Genetic testing implies that symbiotes are closely related to mantids, though their anatomy is far simpler than their larger cousin. Indeed, it is best to simply consider these creatures living alien weapons. They have extremely short lifespans and will expire mere minutes after hatching into the world. One suspects symbiotes have originally evolved in a form of social predatory beetle, perhaps even using their larger mandibles to trap prey while the rest of the pack tear it apart. In combat, these vicious mandibles and wickedly sharp limbs now allow the symbiotes to quickly eviscerate unarmored humans, while their small size and surprising agility can make them rather difficult to hit. However, despite an unexpectedly robust chitinous shell, these creatures remain much easier to kill than larger aliens. Nonetheless, their military utility is clear. Whether or not the bio-launcher hits its intended target, the barb projectiles being dangerous in their own right, the victim immediately has to deal with a hostile creature frenziedly biting at their legs. Battlefield reports just speaking, this can be extremely distracting. The best method of dealing with symbiotes can vary in the circumstances. Individual creatures can be dealt with quickly with fast-firing weapons such as pistols, whereas packs can be cleared using grenades. Alternatively, vehicles such as Mars can simply crush symbiotes under their tread. So this is a completely new thing I've never seen before. We can sell some junk, which is going to be the alien mag weapons and the symbiote launcher. Can I equip that by any chance? No, I can't. It's not showing up in my equipment list. So I will sell this stuff because there's nothing I seem to be able to do with it. And the game says it's junk, it's junk. A question. Yes, I'm building up corpses. Do I really need a 10% damage buff against mantids and sectons? Or do I just want to sell them? Because if I was to sell all of my mantid corpses... can I shift-click this to make it go faster? And all of these, right? That would get me another 285. So that would get me to 500. I mean, we don't need to do it right now, but we could consider selling these corpses. I don't know if I actually care about the research for them. Was there something else here? Alien UFOs. Oh, we got the scout details. And we also managed to... we got Elenium as well. Okay. These will probably pop up on screen, yeah. Elenium is a yellow crystalline material that sits at the heart of most recovered alien devices. It seems to act like a futuristic battery, storing power at astonishing levels of density. A small sample of Elenium holds more energy than 100 liters of fuel oil in a fraction of the weight. Yet Elenium is also incredibly stable. It emits no heat or harmful radiation, and though brittle, it releases no energy when fractured. Indeed, the gentle glow that eliminates from its surface is the only hint of the vast power locked within. Such a substance could be transformative for human technology. Indeed, many previously far-fetched ideas, i.e. handheld laser weapons, already seem more feasible. However, copious amounts of Elenium will be required to make them a reality, and manufacturing it lies well beyond our capabilities. Instead, you must liberate what we need from our fallen foes. And then we have the symbiote thing, and then we have the small UFO, which is just, it is a small UFO. Yeah, we've got that. Let's put time forward and see what comes up next. We should be getting some people back from the med base soon, I'm hoping. I should go to super fast speed. Coast Guard helicopter shot down. Keep Gurai's back. Sparrow and Eddie is go. We have managed to build all of the Warden armor. There's no engineering projects I want to... Wait, we only have 5? Oh. Give me a second. Hang on. If I remove everybody from here, we have 7. So I need to build one more because we lost one in that mission. Okay. Let's go back to high speed. Okay, there is a UFO inbound. It's a very small UFO, so it's probably a probe. Let's launch Ra and see how we do. I want to tail until overland. Now we can commence the attack. It is just a probe, so this should be a pretty easy fight. I always like to come in... Oh, that's cool. I always like to come in from the side here. Now, some people were saying they can still hear the audio. Can you confirm for me if that's the case? Because this is the updated version of the game that should have that audio fixed. I cannot hear anything. So to me, it is fixed. So after the afterburners, we're going to roll out of the first shot that comes at us. We are not at full health, so we need to be very careful here. Oh, that did hit us, damn it. At least the second one missed. We should be fine. We can turn much faster than this guy. Actually, the probes are pretty fast at turning, but we do have a sharper turning circle than it. One place our jets are better than the aliens. Okay, and that is another probe down. That's a slight reduction in Doomsday, which is great. Down to 61%. We're at 78. I would really like to pick this guy up, but he's at 175, which is really hard. These guys here are 150. It's just getting that build up. We need another mission that's going to give us a down. Okay, rail speed refueled. Warden armor is done. We're just going to build up some money for now. Observation Mantid is done. My observation of the captured Mantid specimen is now complete. The subject has a rather nervous disposition, becoming visibly skittish whenever anyone approaches. It communicates largely via high-pitched chittering. Despite our best efforts, the language proved impossible to decode. Interacting with the Mantid reveals that it is surprisingly intelligent, demonstrating the ability to quickly master electronic devices and solve test problems with ease. Even relatively complex arithmetic proved little issue for our captive, but sadly we lack the common vocabulary to test more advanced concepts. Given their frail physiology, herbivorous nature, and excellent vision, I suspect these creatures originally evolved as prey beasts. Although their strong marksmanship means they still pose a threat, one imagines their primary role is to actually operate complex equipment rather than combat. Indeed, many of my assistants seem to rather enjoy interacting with the Mantid, treating it like one would a particularly intelligent dog. Rest assured, I will monitor this matter closely. We must not forget this creature was an active enemy combatant only a short time ago. That means that I can now sell my Mantids if I want to. We could do the observation. I think I'm going to get alien mag weapons just out of the way because it's a precursor for some other stuff. So I can now sell my captured. If I wanted to sell my captured Mantid, all my junk, my Xenonauts corpses and my Mantid corpses, and my symbiote corpses, that would get me 310,000, which I don't need right now, but that gets me really close to that 750. And I actually think it's worth it. I think getting ourselves the med bay as soon as possible is the way to go. I'm obviously not going to sell the captured Mantark yet, but let's sell the rest of it. I don't care about the 10% damage buff I can get from researching the corpses. Someone just bought a whole ton of aliens. Good for them. Okay, time speeding forward again. We got alien alloys from that. Tweda and Mishaps are back. And we have another UFO. Now, what is the situation on Ra? Ra is currently at full health, pretty much. Okay, we're going to intercept them. If we can catch up with it. Kelbonix is back. Kelbonix has incredible stats, by the way. It is another probe. We'll tail it till over land, and we will commence attack. Again, this should be an easy combat. We'll start with Afterburner on this time. We're going to try and avoid the shot this time. There we go. We still, like, it doesn't really matter. We either dodge the first shot or we dodge the second shot, I guess. And that was a great pass. We took it down on the first run. Okay, it's down. That's another push down on Doomsday. I am going to do another strat op to reduce Doomsday. I'm just not getting to a state. We need a mission that's going to bring Doomsday down right now. And it's just not happening. Nothing is happening. Okay, probe stuff came in. Speed up time. Toasted Bag is back. Alien mag weapons. We can now make mag weapons. There is a variety of different magnetic weapons employed by the extraterrestrials, each with their own unique strengths and weaknesses, but all appear to utilize the same Kolgan technology to accelerate their projectiles. The design is relatively straightforward. The barrel contains a linear arrangement of electromagnetic rings which flip polarity as the bullets pass through them, first pulling it towards the ring and pushing it away. High rates of fire remain possible, as electrons in the gun time this process to be the microsecond. Aside from their greater muzzle velocity, mag weapons thus act much like conventional firearms. This even applies to their ammunition, which bears a striking resemblance to human equivalent and inflicts almost indistinguishable wounds. I believe this is deliberate. The extraterrestrials almost certainly have access to more deadly weapons than these, as a coal gun is a relatively low-tech solution for a species capable of interstellar travel. One suspects they are sacrificing firepower for subterfuge. Sadly, the aliens have taken precautions to prevent us from turning their own weapons against them. The trigger mechanism is DNA locked for the intended user, something easily defeated in a laboratory but not on the battlefield. Nonetheless, we've still learned a great deal from studying them. Indeed, should be relatively straightforward, even by the low standards of our engineering department, to manufacture similar electromagnetics from alien alloys and create barrel accelerators that boost damage of our own firearms. So I can now create accelerated weapons. I can make the accelerated pistol, rifle, shotgun, sniper rifle, and machine gun. Now, we're going to get rifles for free from the cleaners, but it is worth grabbing a sniper rifle, a machine gun, and shotguns, I feel. However, I have a higher priority right now. We can also get a cannon for the plane, which is well worth getting. I really want that med center, so I'm going to hold out until we've got that done. Oh, we did have a research objective. Let's get the Elenium power research underway. Where is our next mission? Okay, we just got our funding, which is great. Let's close this. First things first, we are building the med center. I'm going to put it down here, I think. We'll put it... So I want to build my... The engineering comes out here. This comes out here. Yeah, we're going to put this down here. 15 days, we'll have our med center. We now have 427,000. So with the remaining money, I'm going to build an accelerated cannon, which will make our one jet much better. And then we're going to save up for a... we're also going to then queue up a... Sorry, I just clattered. I'm going to get an accelerated sniper rifle and 2 accelerated shotguns. And I might as well get an accelerated machine gun as well. And I don't really want to spend the money on accelerated pistols, but they are worth grabbing. So, this is going to annoy a lot of people. A lot of people, I just want, you know what it is? I want the cool guns. That's why we're doing it. Now, can I please get a mission? I'm going to bring down Doomsday again. Cam the Wizard is back. Tachyon is back. We've got some UFOs in the air. The accelerated weapon cannon is done, which means we can now equip it to our... Okay, it's automatically equipped. That's great. Potential support in the Age region appears to have fallen under agent control. We have therefore reclassified them as an enemy infiltrator. This is bad for us, because now more enemies... Doomsday is now back up to +5. I just haven't been able to get enough op points. Okay, there's a UFO flying around America. I can't do anything about it. Doomsday's about to overtake us. I'm gonna have to bring Doomsday down again. I need a mission. There hasn't been any missions for so long. Okay, we've got a VIP extraction, which will bring Doomsday down by 25%. The cleaners are determined to eliminate a journalist who's been investigating their activities. Rescuing them may provide us with more information about the structure of the cleaner organization. This is a very important mission, and one we will be deploying to next time. The good news is we have an accelerated sniper rifle for this mission, and that is all we have at the moment, but an accelerated sniper rifle is still really good. We also have most of our team left, so we can send a really good A-team in for this mission. Things are slowly looking up in the strategic and tactical sense. I'm very worried about Doomsday right now. That was a very long mission. I am still a little bit tilted by the end of it, but we got out of it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. For now, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Ciao. Oh, and I will be streaming Phantom Brigade tomorrow if you're interested. It'll be announced on the channel and on Twitter and on my Discord. And if you're enjoying these videos, please don't hesitate to make a comment or leave a subscription. The algorithm loves it, and I love it. I love reading them all, and I'm trying to answer them in the videos if I can't answer them with an actual message. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Ciao for now. Bye.